What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is PT Philip. My goal is to help you enhance your performance, whatever that performance might be. Today we are talking about acute ankle sprain. What can you do in order to fix it, how to properly rehab this injury, and how to prevent this injury happening to you in the future. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Alright, before we start, a bit of statistic. So in the US alone, 25,000 people sprained their ankle in just one day. Can you believe that? 25,000 people, 25,000 injuries in a single day. If this video gets that amount of views, I'm gonna be a very happy man. Alright, before we start, I'm gonna teach you a little bit about ankle anatomy. I won't go into too much details, but I think it's very important for you to know a little bit about anatomy in order to prevent this injury from happening to you again. So basically, our ankle joint is made up of three bones. We have the tibia, the fibula, and the talus. These three bones are connected to each other through ligaments. And when you sprain your ankle, so when your ankle rolls over your foot, these ligaments, the ATFL specifically, it gets overstretched. And when it gets overstretched, the problem is it can never go back to its normal size. And this makes you prone to this injury happening to you in the future. And you really need to understand how to prevent this injury. And I'm going to teach you that a little bit later. The problem is you lose the motor neurons, the proprioception in the foot when you have this type of injury, and then it makes you prone to having it again. I know from experience, I twisted my ankle once playing football. The next 3 times I played football, I twisted my ankle each time. So believe me, I know what I'm talking about. So let's go and let me show you how you can first rehab and what is the first thing that you need to do when you sprain your ankle. All right, in physical therapy, the term R.I.C.E, the acronym R.I.C.E, is one of the most popular ones, obviously because it works. So if you have an acute ankle sprain injury, if you just sprained your ankle, you need to follow the R.I.C.E procedure. All right, R.I.C.E stands for, the R stands for rest. So if you twisted your ankle, I want you to rest, so don't put any weight on it for at least 24 hours to 36 hours. The I in the R.I.C.E stands for ice. So I want you to ice the affected area in order to reduce the inflammation. And I would advise you to put ice for around 20 minutes and do that 5 to 6 times a day. So 5 to 6 times of cryotherapy on the injured area. And please don't put the ice directly to your skin, it can cause frostbites, all right? The next letter in the acronym R.I.C.E is the C, and the C stands for compression. So it would be ideal if you can get one of those band-aids, compression band-aids, and really compress that ankle, wrap it around, and it will really help with reducing the swelling in the ankle. And the last letter we got is E, which stands for elevation. So basically we are going to use the gravity in our favor in order to also reduce swelling in the ankle. So I want you to, stack some pillows and put your leg on top of those pillows somewhere above your heart rate, and keep the foot elevated for longer periods of time. So if you just twisted your ankle, please follow the R.I.C.E procedure, all right? In the first 24 hours, follow the R.I.C.E procedure. After the 24 hours, you can start massaging the affected area, and most specifically, the blood kind of has a hard time going to all the ligaments, and I would like you to massage the ATFL ligament that is located right here. And these ligaments, they go this direction, so they go downward, and ideally I would like you to perform the cross friction massage. So basically we are going across the ligament and we are trying to get a little blood flow into this area. blood can really help bring those nutrients back to the ankle and help it heal faster. So follow the R.I.C.E procedure, perform cross friction massage, and then we can start doing some passive exercises. What is a passive exercise? Well, the passive exercise is an exercise where you use external force in order to move your joint. All right? And one sec. You can use the belt to perform passive exercises. So, if I twisted my right ankle right here, I can wrap this belt around it, around my toes, and now I can pull the belt right here, and I am stretching my calves a little bit, and I am performing dorsiflexion with my ankle, and this will really help get that range of motion back in the ankle joint. All right? Now that is the third step I would ideally like you to do after those first 24 hours. Depending on the severity of the ankle sprain, it will take you anywhere from 24 hours up to 2 weeks to really heal that ankle. But if you did the R.I.C.E procedure, you did the cross friction massage, you did the passive exercise, the passive stretch, now you can start performing some active exercises. The first one, and probably the easiest one to follow, is basically imagine that your big toe is a pencil and you are trying to write down the alphabet with your foot using the ankle. So you are moving down the ankle and you are making the letters. E, let me get to F, D, and F. All right, if you can go through the whole alphabet at least twice, that would be ideally. The second thing you can do is, again, to use the belt, but this time we are not using it to passively stretch. We are not pulling on it, but now we are making a resistance out of it. So I am resisting with the belt, and now I am using my foot, my calf, and I am resisting against. So I'm not using the belt in order to move, I am using the belt in order to make a resistance. When it comes to severity of the injury, we have 3 types of classification for ankle sprains. We have mild, medium, and severe, and the difference between them is how hard your ligament is stretched. As I said previously, in first 24, if the ankle heals back in 24 to 72 hours, it's a mild condition, and usually ankle sprains are like that. It's not a serious injury. If there isn't any rupture, then your ligament, your body is amazing when it comes to healing itself. Me as a physical therapist, I can only guide it, and it will do the job itself. You know, that's the beautiful things about our bodies. They heal them itself, basically, and I, as a professional, can only guide it towards a certain goal. After doing these R.I.C.E procedure, massage, passive exercises, and active exercises, now we can start putting some weight on the ankle. So let's go. If this video is helpful so far, please give it a like button. It will mean a lot, and it only takes you 1 second to do it. Thank you. So let's continue. Let's go into the fun stuff. So basically, after you did the rehab, now we can do something actively. And the first thing we can do is weight bearing. So basically, if I twist in my right ankle right here, you would probably stand like this. You would put most of the weight on the left leg, and slowly I want you to start bearing weight on that right foot. All right? After your foot can bear your own body weight, now we can do the regular old calf raises. All right? And we are doing them bilateral, so we are doing both legs at the same time. After that, we can do these on a ledge, which will give us more range of motion, which will make the exercise a little bit more harder. you know, I have to make different progressions in order to really and truly prepare your ankle for any challenges that are in the way for it. After that, we can do single leg raises, single calf raises, my bad, and we can do them on the floor, and then afterwards we can do those on the ledge as well. But into the fun stuff. After doing these, we can start incorporating some proprioceptive training. Proprioceptive training is training where it is required of you to really test your balance and your coordination. And proprioceptive training basically are joints and muscles. They have certain receptors that tell our bodies, that tell our brain where our body is in space. It's called kinesthetic awareness. So the first one I would like you to do is to just stand on one foot. All right, stand on one foot, try to find the balance. All right. When it comes to proprioceptive training, usually it's done on uneven surfaces, but since we are training at home and I don't have a lot of equipment right here with me, I'm going to show you some basic proprioceptive exercises that you can do at home without any equipment. The first one, as I said, is just standing on one foot and finding that balance, and over time hold the position, like hold the one leg stand for at least 30 seconds. And this will really already test your balance. After that, the next progression we can do is to do the same thing but close our eyes. All right? When you close your eyes, you're gonna really start to wobble around as I am right now. And these two are one of the basics one for proprioception. The next one we can do is gonna be a little bit more dynamic one. And basically I want you to imagine there is a cross right here. And we are jumping in, we have 4 slots right here, and we are jumping up, to the side, back, and to the left. And we can do clockwise and counterclockwise as well. And now, after gaining some confidence in this move, we're going to close our eyes again and we're going to do the same thing. So go front, to the side, to the back, to the side, and the other way. Now open your eyes and see where you ended up. Have you ended up in the right slot or not? The third one is going to be a bilateral jump with one leg land. So basically we are jumping off our both feet and we are landing on one foot. So we are jumping off and we are landing on one foot and we are trying to stick that landing in the floor. Let me repeat. So I'm jumping, I'm trying to stick the landing and trying to find that balance. Once you get confident in this move, now you can again close your eyes and perform the same thing. And now it's going to get way, way tougher. So these few exercises you can do to not only rehab that ankle, but also to prevent any further injuries. All right, boys and girls, that wraps it up. To quickly recap, please follow the R.I.C.E procedure first, then you can start doing some passive exercises, then active exercises, then you can start doing some weight-bearing exercises, and at the end I want you to do proprioceptive training. And proprioceptive training is essential in preventing the ankle sprain injury to occur in the future. Once again, my name is Philip. Hopefully I left you better than I found you. Please give this video a like button. And let me know down in the comments as well, how did you sprain your ankle? And I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Take care. Bye-bye.